Okay, let me make you. There you go.
Okay, we're ready to go. All right, so I need to reclaim host. How do I do that?
I think I made you host already.
Um,
You are host. I need to be co-host. Mhm.
okay, I was just still trying to see if I was, but okay, there you go. Co-host, okay. All right. All right, so this is, let me get back to my place here. All right, this is cause number 665033, the state of Texas versus Miriam E. Saravia Menchaca. Counselors, please make your announcements.
Jeff King on behalf of the state.
Efrain Torres Jr. on behalf of Ms. Miriam Menchaca.
So are you Miriam Menchaca?
Yes, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
No, I am not.
You are resident staff?
She's a DACA recipient, Judge. She has.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, thank you. All right, so I'm going to try to share the defendant's waiver of constitutional rights. Okay, good. And you see that this is a document that you will have reviewed with your attorney. Do you recognize this, Ms. Menchaca?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Okay, so you are charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway. And that implies to me that there was an amendment. Is that correct, Mr. King?
No amendment, Your Honor. We are proceeding with count 2 of the information, obstruction of a highway, and dismissing count 1.
Okay. Any objection, Mr.
No
Thorpe?
objection, Your Honor.
Okay. So the offense that you are charged with is obstruction of a highway. And the range of punishment you see is from 0 days up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So we're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. Did you sign that?
Yes, I did.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those 14 rights that are listed in that document?
I do.
Okay. If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but later tonight or tomorrow you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to be able to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
I do.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing that you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. And let me get to the right place here. So, Mr. Torres, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Ms. Menchaca?
I have, Judge.
In your opinion, does she have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
She does, Judge.
Has she been able to assist you in her defense?
Yes, Judge.
I do want to, before we go to the next phase, well, let me see. I do need to say to Ms. Menchaca, do you understand that if you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a plea of no contest or guilty to the offense charged may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, and or the denial of naturalization under federal law? Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Have you had an opportunity to talk about these potential consequences with an attorney?
Yes, I have.
All right, so you feel comfortable that you understand that what can possibly happen as part of this plea agreement?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You don't have any questions about how it affects your status?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. We have agreed to 15 months, that's 15 months of deferred adjudication, a $500 fine with $250 suspended, plus court costs, 48 hours of community service, the victim impact panel, DWI education, ignition interlaw for 1/2 the term, and that's all.
Okay. Mr. Torres, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Judge.
Okay.
Would you like me to inform you about things that she's done at this point, Judge, or is that you prefer later?
Well, I will listen to you now. Yes.
Judge, Ms. Menchaca can provide probation proof of completion of a victim impact panel, as well as DWI education course. And Judge, prior to taking this plea, I believe you do give credit for vaccination. Ms. Menchaca did go and get vaccinated. So I'm not sure how much of the community service hours you'd like for her or to still do, if any.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let me just take her plea at this point, and then we will go ahead and go over those. So, Ms. Menchaca, to the offense of obstruction of a highway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes.
All right, I will accept your plea. I am going to place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 15 months. Assess a $500 fine. However, I'm going to probate $250 for that, plus court costs. You are required to complete the victim impact panel, the DW education course, which you will get credit since you have already completed those. Furthermore, you are to complete 48 hours community service, ignition interlock on your vehicle for 1/2 your term of probation. And as far as the COVID, I'm going to give you 24 hours credit against your community service hours if you show the probation department proof of your being fully vaccinated for COVID. Okay. And was there anything else, Mr. Torres, that you wanted to add?
Yes, Judge, just for the record, Ms. Menchaca does have an independent immigration attorney by the name of Rudy Castillo. Mr. Castillo did acknowledge that we needed to get this type of offer in order to proceed with the plea, Judge. She was made aware of the consequences by her immigration attorney, and she is aware of what you repeated earlier about the potential deportation or exclusion of from the U.S., Judge. And so just need to get that on the record.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think we want to be especially careful and not do anything that would be a hindrance to Ms. Menchaca. So thank you. All right. Ms. Menchaca, I have followed your agreement, ma'am. That means you do not have a right to appeal. There's one other thing that I do need to be sure that you understand. Deferred adjudication can be a really good result for you if you keep all your promises. And by promises, you know, the probation department, I'm expecting you to complete 100% with all the terms and conditions of your probation. It's not going to be easy, but it will be a very great achievement for you to be sure and complete this probation successfully. Because if it's something, you know, life happens, if something comes up and you don't comply, If the state files a motion and I find sufficient reason to follow it, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. I believe that the more you know, the better off you are. And so I want to be sure that you understand. And I'm sure your lawyer has already explained all this to you, but just out of an abundance of caution, I wanted to repeat that because we want you to succeed. Okay. You did fill out a personal data sheet. Do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I think we can adjourn this hearing at this time. I wanted to wish you the best of luck, ma'am. I'm going to ask you to talk to Mr. Corey Richardson, our CLO. He's going to tell you some important things about what to do and what to expect, okay? And remember, the probation department is there to help you, okay? If you have any reason to question something, ask your probation officer. They should be able to give you the information you need, okay?
Thank you.
At this time, this hearing is adjourned, and I'm going to ask you to visit in a breakout room. You'll get a prompt on your screen, join breakout room, whatever that is, and Mr. Richardson will be there also with you, okay?
Thank you.
Judge, thank you to you and thank you to Mr. King as well. Have a good day.
You
Thanks,
too.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, you are co-host, Mr. Richardson? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so. Mr. De La Paz, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Yeah, I saw you this morning, right?
I did,
Oh, okay.
I had hopefully I can squeeze this in. I have a client that pled last week, I think, and we mentioned it, but it was Judge Ender was visiting for you. I'm following up with a motion to travel that I filed and has been accepted. Case number 648386.
See, 1 second. 648386.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you file that motion and with the order?
It did, Your Honor. It was accepted at 1:44 this afternoon, so about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, well, okay. Let me go and see if I can find it.
Okay.
But I need to actually make some complete some things on this
Okay.
paper. Take me just a
Okay.
few minutes. Won't be long.
Yes, sure. Okay.
Okay. Three 648386, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
648386.
Yes.
648386. No,
And I
I
just
don't have
sent
it
a
yet.
copy to just sent a copy to Elena as well.
Okay, she probably has it in Outlook.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it there.
Judge, he just sent it to me, so I'm going to just send it to you, so it's not there yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, just give me,
I'll just watch back. Adobe. Okay. So how's your day going, Mr. De La Paz?
It is busy. It is one Zoom or one hearing after another.
Yeah, I know. It keeps us out of trouble though, when, you know,
It does. Definitely does, Your Honor.
and that's a lovely lake. Is that a lake behind you?
It is. It is. I forget which place it is, but I liked it because it's got the lakes, got the mountains, got the greenery.
And there's something about the water that's very calming and joyful.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Have you been able to catch up with any of the docket, or is it still
Well,
pretty thick?
Alita got it. She just got it from you, so she's gonna transfer it to me, and as soon as I
Okay. Very good. How was this morning?
Well, you know, I think it went okay. I think it went pretty smooth. It's we're getting used to this. You know, the more we do this Zoom stuff, you know, the easier it becomes. But there's always something. I don't know why I couldn't just come in my normal way this morning. It wanted me to sign in, and it didn't like the password. So I probably forgot the password.
It made up its mind. You wanted to do something else. So.
It's like, oh no, you don't. Not so
Right.
fast. So
was
Judge,
trying
I
to sign
finally,
in.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Judge,
No,
I
go ahead.
finally got a working phone, and I cannot remember my iCloud password to save my life.
well, I know, that's awful.
So that was really fun.
I mean,
But I do have a working phone now, so I mean, it's easy to call and whatnot if you guys need anything.
what kind did you get, Corey?
You know, I had like an iPhone 7 for forever, so I hadn't upgraded in like 5 years. So I was able to get an iPhone 12 without having to pay anything.
Oh, that's pretty good. And,
Yeah.
and did you get another iPhone?
Yes, because it was free.
Yeah. Did you get the 13?
No, I got the 12.
Oh,
But you know, I thought about going back to Android, but the learning curve on it, I'm so used to iPhones. You know,
Yeah.
I went to an Android once, and it was just I couldn't. It was just too much, so I went back to an iPhone.
yeah. I don't know. I often think I made a mistake by doing Apple, because I have to remember to change, like for instance, my documents on Apple will be pages, and I have to change it to Word so I can share it. It's just, I think I probably, when we started with computers back in, I guess it was 87, 88, and it was like carrying a big old suitcase to school to be able to keep notes on it. And it just was really clunky and not comfortable. So I've always resisted learning anything about computers. And now this year, in 2020, and now it's like, I don't have a choice. Either I sink or I swim.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I have sent it to you. Maybe it's in the Adobe.
I'm looking at the Adobe. Maybe I'll go back to the beginning, see if it needs me to get out of the waiting for you part. We will see. There it is. I think that's it. That's on Jessica Olguin.
Yes, Your Honor.
I see this all the time. It says, ask the court, honorable court, to allow him to travel.
Oh, my goodness. I hate that.
My first job out of high school was as a proofreader. It drives me crazy. Oh, cool. All right.
Thing is, it's a family trip, and I can't remember. I don't know how many people are going, but sounds like a big ordeal for the family.
Okay, so I do like to have them come back and do a UA upon return.
I advised her.
I see. I think I've got a space to do it here. I'm going to grant it
Okay.
and
Okay.
submit UA upon return.
Okay.
I'm going to say within 24 hours of return,
That sounds fair, Your Honor.
but I'm going to make it an ETG for that reason, because I'm not going to make her go immediately.
Okay.
Okay. It is signed. So we'll send you a copy, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, she'll be getting it any second, so you can
Okay.
check in about 15 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
Yes, sir. You have a great afternoon. Take care.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye. Okay. So what do we have on our calendar today? I think we got some other things, right? Nothing else. Are we done, Aleda?
Today is the 30th. Yeah, I have something at 4.
Okay.
And James Sawatsky is still present. I tried calling Miss Itzel Martinez and left a message and did a re-invite, so I do not know. Yesterday when she came in, you did reset the case to May 4th,
Yeah.
and she said she was going to get a hold of the client.
Yeah. Okay. So did you hear that interchange, Mr. Sawatsky?
Yes, I've heard part of it, Your Honor.
Okay, so basically she did come in after you had left, and she said that, I mean, she had been really busy, but she said she was going to contact you and gave her a reset for May 4th.
Okay, May 4th at 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Judge, what do I do if I don't hear from this attorney? Or, I mean, if I come May 4th and there's still no show and I don't hear from her, what are we going to do?
Right. So that was my concern. I mean, everybody is so busy. I mean, I can't really blame them.
I don't mind the resets. I mean, I would like to possibly get this behind me. That was a bad time in my life, and I'd like to be over it sooner than later.
Yeah. It's just that everybody's in the same boat right now. But
Yes,
let me give you an earlier date.
Well, no, May 4th is good. That way there's no confusion between me and my attorney. That way, if she does get a hold of me or he, then we have time to speak about what can be done or what we need to do. I don't want any confusion there, Your Honor.
So you
I don't want to show up and waste your time and her not know that it has been set for an earlier date.
So you have her phone number, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And I'm going to call again. I'm going to call a bunch of times today and just keep leaving messages till I hear something back.
I suggest that you text message her because I mean, that's better, I think, than emails. I have 2 million emails, so I can relate to that. But
Yes, Your Honor, I understand. The number I have seems to be like an office line. I don't have a personal number I can text, I don't believe, or a number I can text.
oh, okay. Aleda, do you have any extra or additional phone numbers for her by any chance?
No, Your Honor, that's the only number I have.
Okay. Well,